subscribe to me on YouTube. You be on the phone if you want to do that. You said what? You got me? Alright.
Jesus Christ.
Kingg. What's good, YouTube? My name is Kingg, and in today's video, I'm going to critique one of my not so good haircuts. When I say not so good, I mean it could be better. It's not horrible, but it could be better. And we're going to be going through a step-by-step guideline on what to do, on the steps that I took to get to where I got, and an in-depth tutorial on everything. Now, first off, I started this cut by combing the hair, and then I went straight into creating my bald guideline with my corded and this T-outliners. Notice that I'm dropping the line in the back of his head below the occipital bone to keep a fade contour to his head shape. We do not want the fade to be not meant for his head, if you understand what I mean. Now, understand we are trying to get all the hairs from off his neck and from the bald line we just set. So, to keep from scarring and pulling the hair, glide the trimmers across the skin for an even, glide the trimmers across the skin for an even and smooth cut. In this cut, I go with the grain to remove the bulk, and then I go against the grain to clean it up even more, making that bald finished look. Around the ear, you see me stretching the skin to keep the trimmers from nicking the ear. If you ever had a barber nick your ear, you understand it's not a pleasant feeling, and it could cause severe damage to the ear, blood and things. My next step is not really a guideline, but an extra step you can take in order to make the cut easier for you to see what you're cutting. I put the two guard on my corded and this masters, and I close the guard just to remove all the bulk. Bulk is what barbers call a lot of hair that's located in one spot. Notice I'm being cautious around the parietal ridge, because I'm not trying to cut the hair off the top of the head, using my comb as a barrier also. The parietal ridge is where the side of the head meets the hair, just in case you guys need to know that. I'm using the one guard open, still going against the grain, equivalent to a 1.5. I just want to clean the fade a little bit more than just a two guard. So I use the two guard to clear the bulk, and now I'm using the one guard to make sure everything is even. The next step, I'll be using the cordless and this masters, and I'll be going up on the fade about 3/4 of an inch. Technically, this is my first guideline. Being that I've already used the 1.5 to remove the bulk, I'm going to put the one guard on and keep the lever closed. This is to take out that middle line, but this specific step will not take out the middle line. The next step will completely take out that middle line. Even though I know this step will not completely take out the middle line, I'm still using the comb one, fade one technique. This is to ensure the hair is laid in its natural state for an even blend. Moving on to the next step, we'll be using the zero guard close to completely take out that middle line. Just playing with the lever action so I won't go up on the fade and keeping everything nice. Now, do me a favor, look away from your blend and then come back to it to do your detail work. Detail work is so important. I cannot stress this enough. The detail work is like making sure everything is right from all angles. Like, you look away, you look at it from a different angle, there you go, you clean that up, there go your detail work right there. It's just to make sure everything is blended well. Now, what I'm going to do might shock you, but I like the outcome. Basically, I'm prepping the lining for that crispier than crispy look. I'm putting hair fibers on the lining to make sure it's an even coverage all around. And then to lock those hair fibers in, I'm using the level 5 holding spray for the maximum hold. When doing this, make sure you can still see the natural lining, because we do not want to push the client back, and we also want the client to come back. It's nothing more in the world than I hate than hearing a barber push my hairline back. Now let's get in with the lining process and make sure everything is nice and even. Alright, starting this lining, I place my gold Babyliss trimmers on the middle of his head, and I work my way to the side of his line, creating an even look. Nothing is actually even like a ruler. If it is even like a ruler, 9 times out of 10, you messed up the line. You want to make sure you can look at the head straight down the middle. And this side matches that side. That's the way you create an even line. And that is what we did in this video. This is the cut. If you like the cut, like the video, give us a thumbs up. We are growing on this channel, and grow with us. You see what I see. We move as a unit. We are together. My name is Kingg.